Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. We are now going to start in the Forbidden Woods. Dun dun dun. So, to my knowledge, as far as I remember, this dungeon is quite big, just like Dragon Roost was. I think it's got 3 or 4 different floors to it. And we didn't get green chew jelly when we were rescuing the Duca tree, so we've got some now. So this green chew jelly, the different colors do different things. So green is magical gelatinous essence. So if we get enough of this, we can use it for magical properties later on. With jellies, you can usually use your grappling hook to stun them and bring them out of their like form that they're in when they're on the ground, like that. Didn't mention that before, but that's probably the easiest way to get rid of these guys. Definitely not necessary to take care of them, but they are kind of annoying, and if all else fails, if you're not going to use the chew jelly like I'm not, I really don't plan on using it. What you can do is you have it in your spoils bag and sell it later. I don't think it sells for a lot, to be completely honest, but it never hurts to keep it anyways. I mean, every little bit counts. So to get rid of these flowers on the door, if you go near them, they'll close. Like that. So that's why I have this big nut, and I'm gonna throw it, and it will destroy the plant. So that's how you get past a lot of the doors in this area. Before we go, we cannot forget this big chest that's actually right here. This is kind of funny that they put this like right at the beginning. This is a dungeon map. I don't know, I mean, the dungeon map's always found relatively quickly, but they don't usually put it right at the very start. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny, but don't miss that before moving on. Yeah, so it looks like there's 5 floors in total, so this place is really big, and I'm not a gigantic fan of this dungeon. I think I like it more than some of the ones that we run into later on, but I definitely like Dragon Roost Cavern a whole hell of a lot more. When I did my first playthrough of this game, it went just really disastrous for me. I was getting so many disk failures, and I had to keep restarting and everything, and it was just like an absolute nightmare. So this time around, I think we're gonna do a little bit better. I'm playing it through my Wii now. I think the problem was my GameCube and not the actual disc itself, so hopefully this is going to be a little smoother for me. I've also done a little bit of practice ahead of time, just so that we can go through this dungeon really successfully with no problems. So with this one, we don't have a nut to throw at it, so we're just going to put a bomb there, and that will break open the door. You'll notice that there's another area up there to go to. So this is a pretty large room. There's also something at the bottom. I think I'm gonna go to the bottom first, actually. Okay, that one was bad. You can tell the ones that are evil because they have red. They still have like a red bulb rather than a purple one. So that's easy to tell. I just was being careless. I always thought you couldn't get this chest until we get the dungeon item, but it turns out you can. I was watching somebody else's video and they got it, so we're gonna try to get that. If I get rid of all these chews that are being very annoying, they just take away so much unnecessary health. But anyways, all right. Let's grab all that stuff. The way that I saw the person get this chest was to grab hold of the stick that the Dogobaba drops, light the stick on fire, and throw it. Of course, I suck at it, but they kind of just threw it just like that. Or I guess you can walk right up to it and just kind of burn the plant. So that works. And that's nice because we don't have to come back for this chest. It's a Knight's Crest. But before, all the other times I've played, I've actually had to come back for it. So that's kind of just a little tidbit if you're stuck on what to do. That's pretty much all there is down here. It's just that chest, but wanted to grab that first. And now we can go all the way back up. I suggest if you are running out of magic, you can come down here and cut open those Jokobabas, or you can destroy the grass, because you're going to be using a lot of magic. You don't have a large magic bar to begin with, and using your Deku Leaf really does eat up quite a bit of your magic power. So, that's the door we came in from. So we're gonna go back up to this door over here that we destroyed. I don't think we want to go to the one that's on the highest level right now. So let's just play it safe and go through this one to begin with. Okay. So you can see, we can't see anything actually. It's really, really dark in here. We have to get onto that platform, you can see. So you gotta do is you take out your leaf and you blow wind onto these switches to make them move. There we go. And what you can do now is you can actually use your leaf as like a propeller. You just kind of blow in the direction you want to go, and it will move. So that's really cool. The Deku Leaf really does have a lot of uses, and it's really, really good. So from these guys you can steal golden feathers. I was trying to get these earlier in Dragon Roost Cavern from those birds, but you could easily steal them from these creatures here. I think they're called pea-hats. You want 20 of these. So this is something else that's going to go in your spoils bag. So I strongly suggest stealing these whenever you have the chance. So these guys, I usually steal their item, blow wind on them to get rid of them because their protective coating is going to protect them otherwise, and then I usually just destroy them because they can get just really, really irritating. So I try to get rid of them. I mean, it's personal choice though. It's completely up to you guys what you want to do. Okay. You know the drill. More Dokubabas. Blah blah blah. So it's also up to you if you want to collect their seeds. I don't know, I'm kind of a collection whore. I just like to collect everything that I see because you never know if you're going to use it or not, and a lot of the stuff does have some pretty good uses, so okay, so there is a chest in this room that you can't see, but it's down there. You can see there's like a little hidden compartment that's really difficult to see, so if you drop down and use your leaf, there's a little chest hiding in here with 20 rupees in it. So we don't have our compass yet, so it can be kind of hard to see chests. So if you missed that one, I don't blame you. You can always come back for it later. It's a really, really easy one to grab, and this room's in a pretty convenient place. It's really easy to get to, so. Okay. Now from here, this part's kind of a pain in the butt, because you have this over here, but we have nothing in sight to destroy it. So you gotta do is you gotta actually transport the item across this way, which is just annoying, because what happens with these nuts is they kind of like deteriorate, I guess is the best word to use, and if you're not quick enough they actually just disappear, it seems like. So it's kind of strange. It's just like once you pick them up they just start dying or something, I don't know. Anyways, drop you there, and you don't want to blow wind on them either, because they're really, really light and they'll very, very easily be blown away, and you don't want to do that. It's just annoying. So there we go. Okay, so we're making pretty good headway here. Be careful here because there's spikes that will surround this nut. You cannot get to it. So what you have to do is you actually have to, because I said they're light, you just blow on them and they'll just go right through to the other side. And grab it. And bam! There we go. Awesome. Yeah, this place gets really hard to see at nighttime, especially on my TV. I don't know why, but I should really turn up the brightness or something because it's really hard to see at night. But anyways, this is kind of, I would consider this the central room. A lot goes on in this room. It is absolutely huge. So we don't want to fall down there, so we're just going to start climbing for the time being. And we're going to see what we can find. This room is really quite important. There's lots to do, which is cool. Gotta wait for these. You can, if you want to be really risky, you can go ahead and fly to them using your leaf, but I don't, just in case they move while I'm in mid-flight and then I end up falling, because that's just never any fun, so. Okay. Bring you over here. And I don't know if I want to go in that room yet. Maybe I do. Let's check in here. Like I said, it's a central room, so there's a lot of different doors to go in and stuff too, which just can be kind of annoying. There's a chest down here. These guys are annoying though, so I'll show you what they do. If they grab onto you, they make it so Link is like extremely heavy. What you can do is just charge up your sword, and that usually gets rid of them. 10 rupees down here. I thought it was a joy pendant, which is why I opened it. I probably shouldn't have opened that, because that was 10 rupees I can't use, unfortunately. But anyways. Okay. I'm gonna fly across that gap. I don't know if you can make it just by jumping, but I'd rather not risk it. I'd rather just fly. This is a maze, so just be really careful when you're walking through here, because spikes will just randomly come up when you're going in the wrong direction. So you can see I can come over here, and you can lose a lot of just very, very unnecessary health in this area, just from running into all these spikes, so be careful. And we get the compass. Okay, so now we can actually see the chests rather than just guessing where they are. There's quite a few chests to collect in this dungeon. Actually, a lot of them, unfortunately, are just really not that necessary. A lot of them are little things like joy pendants and rupees and stuff, but I'll try to pick them up. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to leave the chests that I know are rupees and come back for them later. I haven't quite decided that yet, because I have a feeling that if I did do that, I would forget to come back for them. But since rupees are so valuable in this game, I don't know if I want to waste them, even if they are 10 or 20 rupees, you know what I mean? So, God, I'm so clumsy. I just get hurt so much in this area. Be careful. Oh my goodness, okay. There we go. And I am stupid. I was supposed to bring that bomb from over there and place it over here. Okay, well, since I forgot to do that, I'm just gonna fly back over here. Load that up. Did I get it? Yes, and then I'm just going to cut to the point where I get back there. So sorry about that. You want to use that bomb twice. Once for that gate there to get the compass, and then once for that one over there. So I'll see you when I find my way back through this pain in the ass. Okay, so I'm back, and this is another chest that we want to get before leaving, and it's a small key. So both of the items in this area are really important. I mean, if you want to get all the chests, the compass is relatively important, I would say, and then the small key, obviously, you need those. So it's really nice that they give you these Dokobabas to the Dokobaba. I don't know if they're called plants or, you know, the ones you can actually jump in to get back, because it just makes things so much easier. To ignore all of you. And I think that first room in this, yeah, had a key, so maybe we'll go in that room. Oh boy, we're getting lots of video time, but I think I'll go through here. and because if it's the room I think it is, I'd kind of like to get here and then maybe save it for the next video. Okay, so move that here. You don't want to fall in there either because that water's poisonous, obviously being that it's purple. And those guys can respawn, by the way. If you knock them down with the wind, they'll eventually get back up if you don't kill them right away. I guess I did not mention that. But anyways, this is the room that I am thinking of. I think this is probably a pretty good point to stop at. I'm going to pause it because that monster's going to come up and kick my butt. And then in the next video, we will start in this room here. And we'll see what the rest of this dungeon has in store for us. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will hopefully see you all later.